Chris Mortenson, a very, very, very reclaimed ESPN reporter, news sources, the go-to guy before Adam Schefter was the go-to guy. What am I getting at? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. Who am I talking about? Chris Mortenson. If you don't know the name, you should. Chris Mortenson is someone that is renowned and acclaimed for ESPN reporting, and it's actually quite sad looking at this video, honestly, because he really does look like a shell of himself. He did the fight and battle through cancer, and it's great to see him on TV. But let's get a Houston Texans state of mind. Why am I talking about him? He's came out and definitively has mentioned the Carolina Panthers to possibly already have the answer at pick number 1, and possibly a monkey wrench for some Texans fans, including myself. Let's get this audio in here.
What I'm hearing is that both Mel and Todd are going to have to change their mock drafts. And that Bryce Young is the pick. And yes, Frank Wright, connecting Frank Wright to C.J. Stroud in terms of the prototype of guy that he's worked with in the past. But they all love Bryce Young. I think I'll quote Adam Schefter, who said this reminds him of when the 49ers moved up all the way to 3, and it was intentional to draft Mac Jones, and then changed their mind at the last minute and drafted Trey Lance. And that has not worked out for the 49ers, and I think the Panthers are on Bryce Young at the start and will stick with him when it's time to turn in that card.
So you heard what Chris Mortenson said as I changed the view here. The report, he comes out and says immediately that the Carolina Panthers are going to be taking Bryce Young with the number 1 pick. That for everyone needs to change their mock drafts right now, including Todd McShay, Mel Kiper. They need to change it right now. How does this affect the Houston Texans? There are a lot of fans, including myself, who prefer Bryce Young. And to be honest, it doesn't change anything for me. I've always said it's vice versa. It's either Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young. Now, there is the mumblings that maybe the Houston Texans aren't as high on Stroud as others believe to be. Maybe they take a Will Anderson and then go that route. I'm not entirely for that decision, but if the Texans believe Stroud is not the answer at quarterback, then hey, who am I to throw stones, a YouTuber to throw stones at the Houston Texans and Nick Caserio and the numerous amount of scouts, NFL scouts, college scouts that they have doing the overtime work that is necessary to make the biggest decision for the Texans franchise? Do I think it's the right one? No, I do believe this team needs a quarterback. And without grabbing a Stroud or Bryce Young at number 2, you create yourself another dilemma that you're going to have to eventually go down the road of trying to figure out who's going to be the quarterback of the Houston Texans. So Chris Mortenson's coming out, and we all know how reliable he is. He is very reliable. Adam Schefter-esque, okay? Used to be him, Shefty. It's been Shefty and Morton. Morton just happened to have personal things that he had gone through. But he's coming out and saying the Carolina Panthers are taking Bryce Young. The Houston Texans should take C.J. Stroud. I don't know what y'all's thoughts are. Make sure to drop it down in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button if you're already here, still watching this video. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. Yeah, have a blessed day.